Hello friends, good evening. Welcome to NEET World. This is your Abhilash Sir, Mathematics faculty for EAP set, K set, JE and also Foundation. So we had started our journey when it comes to class 9th Mathematics. So we started with the chapter of number system. So in the first class we discussed about some basics. So what are the different types of numbers, that is natural numbers, whole numbers and also integers and rational numbers. And in the previous class we discussed about the properties of rational numbers, that is, one, it should be terminating, another thing is if it is not terminating it should be repeating. Then we discussed some examples based on that, and later we discussed another type of number which is not a rational number, that is what? Irrational number, students, irrational numbers. So both these rational numbers and irrational numbers combined together will give us an umbrella set, that is a bigger number, that is what? That is real numbers. So real numbers are of two types, that is real numbers comprises of rational numbers and also irrational numbers. When it comes to irrational numbers, we learn certain properties. Irrational numbers are what? We learned that they are what? Irrational numbers, they are neither terminating nor repeating. And another thing is we learned they are not perfect square and also they are not perfect cube. Another number, that is pi, is also an irrational number. All these things we learned. Okay, all these things we learned. And after that, in the previous class we solved questions on exercise 1.2, and after that we had to do one important question, that is I had given us a homework. I don't know how many of you have done it or not, and I told you how to represent root 2 on the number line, but the question that was given was we have to represent root 5 on the number line. We have to represent what? Root 5 on the number line. Now let me start with that. We have to represent what? Root 5 on the number line, but let me start with root 2 itself. From root 2 we will go to root 3, then root 4 and root 5, then we will represent root 5. Okay, now let us start with root 2. Okay, I hope it is clear. I just revised whatever we have done. Okay, I hope you are practicing and revising well. Please do the homeworks every day which is given to you. That will be lot of benefit for you. Now let us start. We have to represent what? Root 2 on the number line. Okay, first, like I told you, let us take a straight line. Let this be point A. From here let me take 1 centimeter gap. Let this be point B. This is what? 1 centimeter let me take. Okay, here I want 90 degree, angle B2 should be 90 degree. Okay, from here I will draw one curve, from here I will draw one arc. Okay, that is the arc itself. Okay, now I want 90 degree means I have to take another, I will keep the compass here, I will get a straight line like this. This one, if I join it, I will get a straight line like this. I got a straight line. Okay, this is what? This will be nothing but equal to 90 degree. From here we got 1 centimeter. I will keep the compass here. I will measure 1 centimeter. From here I will draw an arc, that is actually it should be 1 centimeter. So if I join this, I will get it as what? I will get it as, let this be A, let this be B, let this be C. So this will be equal to what, friend? This will be equal to 1 centimeter again. Okay, so here in this triangle we have what? This triangle ABC, we got what? Root 2. This will be root 2 by Pythagoras theorem. In the previous class itself I have showed you that AC, this will be actually what? Hypotenuse, the side opposite to 90 degree. If this is 90 degree means opposite to this is hypotenuse. So this will become what, friends? AC will become hypotenuse by Pythagoras theorem. AB square plus BC square will give us what? AC square. So that becomes what? 1 square plus 1 square. Okay, will give us equal to 2. So AC will become what? Root 2. Okay, AC square will be equal to 2. AC will be equal to root 2. We got it. Now we will keep the compass here and measure till here, and we will draw a dotted line here. If we draw it, we will get something called root 2. Let this be point M. Okay, this will be what? Root 2. Okay, this will be what? Root 2. Let me use some other color. This will be what, friends? This will be root 2. This will be root 2. Okay, now we got root 2. Now I want root 3. How to get to root 3? From root 2, how to get to root 3? Let us see. Now observe here, focus here, friends. So focus at this point, point C. Okay, focus at this point, point C. Now here at point C, I will try to take an angle. Okay, angle 90 degree I will try to construct at point C. If I want to construct angle 90 degree at point C, what I will do is, from here I will draw an arc. Okay, first let me draw a straight line here. Okay, here, but before the straight line we have to construct 90 degree, right? Instead of drawing the straight line, what I will do here is at point C, I will construct 90 degree. I will construct 90 degree at point C. See here at this point, I will draw an arc here, another arc here. I will keep the compass. If I keep the compass here and I keep the compass here, I will get one arc here, two arc. Joining this is an intersection. If I join this, I will get a straight line. Okay, this straight line is nothing but what? This straight line is nothing but equal to 90 degree. This straight line is equal to what? 90 degree. Now this straight line, let me measure this as 1 centimeter. This straight line I got it. Okay, this is point C. Okay, this is point C. We got it as point C. Now if I want root 3, I want root 3. So here it is root 2. Here I will measure the length of this, let it be 1 centimeter. I will take the compass, I will measure 1 centimeter here and I will keep it here, and I will keep the compass here and I will mark 1 centimeter. So this is nothing but equal to what? 1 centimeter. Let me name it as D. Okay. Now what I should do? I should join D to A. I should join D to A. If I join D to A, what I will get it? I will got, see here, let me draw it neatly, see here. If I join D to A, what I will get it here? See here, I will get this line. Now I got triangle, I got triangle ADC. Now triangle ADC, I got it. Okay, focus here, please focus here carefully. I got triangle ADC. Okay, I got triangle ADC. In triangle, what is angle C? Angle C is 90 degree. I got angle C is 90 degree. Okay, angle C is 90 degree. So angle side opposite to the angle 90 degree. The side which is opposite to the angle having 90 degree, that side is what? Hypotenuse. Here hypotenuse is what? This is 90 degree, means its opposite side is AD. AD is hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square, that is by Pythagoras theorem. By PGT I will write it, but please write full form in the examination. I am writing short form. By Pythagoras theorem, AD square is equal to what? AD square is equal to AC square plus CD square. Okay. AD square, we don't know, we have to find out AD square. AC square is what? AC square is nothing but root 2, that is root 2 square. Okay, what about CD? CD I took it as what? 1 centimeter. So this will become 1 square. Okay, so I will get it as what? Root 2 square is nothing but, it is not 4, root 2 into root 2 is 2. Okay, don't do that mistake. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Okay, so this will become what, friends? So this will become 2. This will be 2, 1 square is 1 itself. So AD square is equal to what? Root 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1, I got it as 3. So AD is equal to what, friends? So AD is equal to square root of 3. So I got it as what? This one, be careful here, this is root 2. Okay, this one is root 2. This one I got it as what? By Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, I got this as equal to root 3. We got root 3. See, AD I got it as root 3. Is it done now? No. See, AD I got it as root 3. I have to represent it on the number line. So what I will do, I will keep the compass here and I will mark it here. So from here, I will draw a dotted line here. I will keep the compass here and I will twist it like this. If I twist it, I will get a line like this. This is nothing but what, friends? This is nothing but equal to root 3. This is nothing but equal to, let this point be N. Okay, let this point be N. Okay, if this point is N, this point is N, this is nothing but what? Root 3. Okay, this is nothing but what? This is root 3. This point we got it as root 3, friends. Done. So we got root 2. Now we learned how to get root 3. Now let us see how to get root 4. After root 2, root 3, what is the next number? That is root 4. How to get root 4? Let us see, friends. So see here, again same procedure. From here this point I will extend. From here I will try to what? I will try to get one 90 degree line. From point D, I want one 90 degree line. So from here, I will draw an arc like this. So from here, I will draw an arc. So from here, I will draw an arc using what? Compass. So this line, if I join, this is nothing but equal to 90 degree. This angle will be equal to, this angle will be 90 degree. So this is extended. So this is point D. If I extend this point, okay, I got root 3 here. This if I extend, I got some line. This angle is what? 90 degree. Now again, I will measure this. Using the compass, I will measure this. This is nothing but equal to what? 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter, I will keep the compass here. Focus here. Again, I got 90 degree here. Okay, I have drawn a line, that is straight line. Okay, this angle is what? This angle AD. This is nothing but AD is done. Let me write it as point E. This is E. Okay, where I should write point E? If I take 1 centimeter here, okay, I will take the compass and I will mark 1 centimeter here. So this will be point E. This will be what? 1 centimeter. This will be 1 centimeter. So this I got 1 centimeter. So from E to A I have to join. E to A I have to join. Now I got another triangle, that is nothing but equal to what? This is centimeter. This is not 11. This is centimeter. You have to understand this. This is 1 centimeter. Clear? 1 centimeter I got DE. DE I got 1 centimeter. Now in triangle ADE. Now you take triangle what? Triangle ADE. In triangle ADA, which is the angle 90 degree? Which angle is 90 degree? Angle D is 90 degree. Angle D is 90 degree. So which is the hypotenuse? The side which is opposite to the angle having 90 degree, that is nothing but what? The side opposite to D, that is AE. AE is hypotenuse. AE is hypotenuse. So by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So this will become what? By Pythagoras theorem. See here, focus. Please focus here. This will become what? Hypotenuse is what here? AE. AE square is equal to AD square plus AD square plus DE square. Sometimes you may not understand at first instance. Then watch the video again. Please you patience. Please have some patience. You will understand everything. Okay. Sequentially you will have to learn. See, maths is not something you will see and you will understand directly. It's not like that. Layer by layer, layer by layer, layer by layer, you will be able to understand the concepts. So for that only I am telling, from the first class you have to watch. Those who are joining today, please watch the first class. You can watch today also, but please watch the first class and then you will be able to understand second, then the third class. Okay, the mathematics is like that. You have to understand sequentially. Clear? Okay. Now we got A square, we have to find out. A square is equal to AD square is what? AD is what we got? AD is nothing but how much? Root 3. So root 3 square. Plus D square is what? D is nothing but 1 square. D is nothing but we took it as 1. So A square is what, friends? A square is nothing but what? Root 3 square is what? 3 itself. Plus 1 square is nothing but 1 itself. So A square is what? A square is equal to 3 plus 1, 4. Okay. So A is equal to what? A is equal to root 4. A is equal to root 4. Root 4 is nothing but equal to 2. Don't write it as 2. Keep it as root 4. So this length we got it as what, friends? This length we got it as root 4. Should I keep it as it is? This I got it as root 4. I should take what? From here to here I have to measure using the compass. I have to measure using the compass. So I'll keep the compass here. I'll extend till here. Then I'll extend a line. Then I'll extend a line, not line. I have to draw an arc like this using the compass. So then I'll get point O. This is MNO. This is point O. This point is representing what? This point is representing root 4. This point is representing what? This point is representing root 4. We got root 4. Clear, friends? Okay, till now we got what? Root 2 I showed yesterday itself. Using that how to get root 3 we understood. Using that how to get root 4 we understood. Now what they are asking in the question, in our exercise they are asking how to get root 5. How to get root 5. Actually we can get directly root 5 without doing all this. But I am explaining how to get using root 2, using root 3 and root 4. Now how to get root 5. Till now we have done. Then let us continue with the process. Okay, what is the point we ended? This is the point E. So from point E, let me draw another 90 degree angle. So point E, I'll draw an arc here. Okay, so I'll cut one arc here, I'll cut one arc here. Again I'll get one arc here. I'll keeping the compass here, keeping the compass here. Here, keeping compass here, I'll get one arc. Keeping the compass here, I'll get one arc. So from this I'll draw a straight line. I'll draw a straight line. This angle will become what? 90 degree. So again this I'll measure. This is nothing but what? 1 centimeter. So I'll keep it at point E and I'll measure 1 centimeter using compass. Using compass only you should do, not scale. Okay, please use compass. Otherwise your marks will be cut. Please use compass. You are constructing here. So this will be what? 1 centimeter. This is point E. Next point is what? F. So from here A to F I'll join. A to F I join. Okay, this is nothing but what? This A to F I join. Now in triangle I'll use this space. So what is a triangle we have? Triangle AEF. Triangle AEF we have. Okay, in triangle AEF angle E is equal to what? 90 degree. Angle E is equal to what? 90 degree. Angle E is equal to what? 90 degree. Then if angle E is 90 degree, then AF is hypotenuse. So by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of other two square. Sum of squares of other two sides. So by Pythagoras theorem, this is what? AE square is equal to what? That is not AE, that is hypotenuse is AF. Okay, hypotenuse is AF. Here hypotenuse is what? AF. So that is AF square is equal to what? AF square is equal to AF square is equal to A square plus EF square. Okay, AF square is equal to what? A square is how much? A is how much? A is nothing but root 4. That is nothing but what, friends? Root 4. Root 4 square. Okay. Next EF square. EF square is nothing but what? 1 square. 1 square. Now AF square will be what? AF square will be root 4 square, nothing but 2. That is 2 square is 4 itself. Root 4 square is 4 plus 1. So AF square is what? AF square is equal to 5. So AF is equal to what, friends? AF is equal to root 5. We got AF is equal to what? Root 5. So we got AF is equal to root 5, friends. This we got it as root 5. Is it done till here? No. We have got root 5, but we have to represent it on the number line. So what I'll do? I'll keep one tip of the compass here. I'll extend till here. I'll get root 5. So from here, keeping the compass here, extending till here. I'll keep the one end of the compass here, another end here. So I have to draw a dotted line till coming till the number line. So what is that? I'll extend from here to, see here friends, till here I will extend. So MNOP. This is point P. This point P is nothing but what? This point P is nothing but, this point P is nothing but root 5. Okay, this point P is nothing but, this is nothing but root 5. Okay, this is how you represent, this is how you represent root 5. Okay, this is how you represent root 5. But I know one question will be there. So in the question they have asked, please represent root 5 on the number line, but you are told how to represent root 2, then you told how to represent root 3, then you told how to represent root 5, root 4 and then root 5. Should we do all this to represent root 5? No, definitely not. Okay, if they ask root 2, follow the procedure which I told in the previous class or the procedure which I told now. If they ask root 3, definitely you should represent root 2 and then you can represent root 3. Directly you cannot represent. What about root 4? Yes, directly you can represent. What about root 5? Directly you can represent without using all these steps. So how to do that? Let me show. Now I will show you how to represent root 5 directly. How to represent root 5 directly without using all those steps. See, you can use the previous procedure also, but it is time consuming. If they are asking directly root 5, how to represent, I will show you. So see here, focus here. Now the question is what? Represent root 5. Okay, represent root 5 on number line. This is the question they have asked in the NCERT. Represent root 5 on the number line. So what we should do? So we should draw a straight line here. Let me take point A. Okay, let me take another point, that is, let it be point B. Okay, this is what? Let me take it as 1 centimeter. Let me take it as 1 centimeter. Now what I should do is at point B I have to construct 90 degree. So I will draw an arc here, then I will cut an arc here, and again here. Using this I will cut another arc here. Using the keeping the compass here, I will cut another arc. Okay, actually it should come here. It will come here. Okay, it will come here like this. So if I join this, I will get a straight line like this. This is nothing but what? This will be 90 degree. I will get this as 90 degree. Now earlier what you are taking, here you are taking measuring 1 centimeter and you are taking 1 centimeter here. Here please don't do like that. Here instead of taking 1 centimeter, measure 2 centimeter using the scale. Not using the scale means please keep the scale, measure 2 centimeter using the compass, and please keep the compass here and draw an arc. This is what? This should be 2 centimeter. This should be 2 centimeter. If you draw 2 centimeter, you will mark this as point as C. Then you join this. You join this. Well, after joining this, what you got the triangle? You got triangle ABC. You got triangle ABC. Okay, you got triangle ABC. Earlier it was 1 centimeter you are taking. Please see here. You are taking how many? 1 centimeter. But here you are taking 2 centimeter because you are representing what? You are representing root 5 directly on the number line. You are not representing root 2, root 3, root 4. Directly you are representing root 5. Okay, so please focus here. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. What is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC. So by Pythagoras theorem, what you have? By Pythagoras theorem, we have that AC square is nothing but equal to AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is what we have. This is what we have. So AC square is equal to AB square is how much? 1 square. BC square is how much? 2 square. That is AC square is equal to 1 plus 4. So AC square is equal to 1 plus 4 is 5. This implies AC is equal to what? Root 5. We got AC is equal to what? Root 5. So this is nothing but equal to root 5. Now we got root 5 here. Is it done? No. We have to represent this root 5 on the number line. So this will become what? I will keep the compass here one end, another end here. So I will keep the compass like this. From here I will draw an arc. That is, I will draw a dotted line here using the compass. We will get here. So this is nothing but what? This is nothing but, let me point this as, let me name this as M. Let me name this point as M. Okay, let me name this point as M. What we get here, this is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to root 5. This is nothing but equal to root 5. This is how you represent root 5. But root 2 I showed yesterday. But what about root 3? Can you represent directly? No. Root 3 cannot be represented directly like this. Okay. Root 4 can you represent? Yes, you can represent. How to represent root 4? Directly you can represent. See here. Root 4. How to represent root 4? See here. Root 4, right? You have to represent root 5. Root 4. So root 4, if I have to represent, see here, draw a straight line, take this A, point A, then what you can do is, you can root 4 is nothing but equal to 2. So from here, you take 2 centimeter using the compass, or directly you can write it. Using the compass, you mark it. This will be what? This will be B, this will be B, this will be 2 centimeter. So this will be 2, this will be 2 means this is nothing but equal to what? This 2 is nothing but equal to root 4. So directly you can represent root 4. So take point A, from here you draw an arc of 2 centimeter, you will get it as B. This point is nothing but equal to 2, this 2 is nothing but equal to what? Root 4, because root 4 the value is nothing but equal to what? 2, because root 4 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, so under square root it will become 2. So directly you can represent root 4 like this. But what about root 3? No. For root 3, first represent root 2 and then root 3. Okay, directly you cannot represent root 3. So first what you will do, see here, first you will represent root 2, then you will take 90 degree again, then you will take 1 centimeter and you will find the Pythagoras theorem, root 2 plus 1. So root 2 square is 2, 1 square is 1, so 2 plus 1 3. So what will have? AD square will become equal to 3, so AD will become equal to root 3. So you will get root 3 here and then you draw an arc here, you will get it as root 3. Like that you have to represent. So friends, we understood how to represent root 2, using that how to represent root 3, using that how to represent root 4, using that how to represent root 5. But later I told you how to represent root 5 directly. As you can see here, how to represent root 5 directly, we did it here. Here you have to take, my star step here is, you have to take 2 centimeter instead of 1. Then I told you how to represent root 4 directly. Okay, so you understood root 2, root 5 and root 4 directly. But when it comes to root 3, you cannot represent directly. You should use root 2 and then using root 2, first you should, that means what? First you should represent root 2, then using that you have to represent root 3. Is it clear? I hope it is clear till here. This is about 1.2 exercise. Now, before going to 1.3 exercise, I need to tell you certain basics. What are those basics? Let us see. So when it comes to 1.3 exercise, we learned that certain things like, see, rational numbers, properties we have, they are what? They are terminating with us. We saw the example of 7 by 2, we got it as 3.5. Another thing is, we saw that they are non-terminating or repeating, non-terminating and repeating, we saw that. Okay, non-terminating and repeating. So for this example, what we took, 10 by 3, we got it as what? 3.3333 goes on like this, or we wrote it as 3.3 bar. Okay, this is what we learned. Now, okay, so based on this, there is an exercise that is 1.3. So let us understand what is given in that exercise. Okay, let us understand what is given in that exercise. Let us solve some questions. Okay, so in this exercise, in exercise 1.3, okay, they are telling, write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expression each has. Whether we have to say whether they are terminating or non-terminating or repeating. Okay, that is what we have to say. So what they have given is, first thing they have given is 36 by 100. This is the question that they have given. Directly you should not write 0.36. You have to divide this. How to divide? 36 you have to divide by 100. So this will become what, friends? This will become, directly I cannot divide 36. I have to put point. Okay, if I put point, this will become 0. So this will become what? 3 into 100 is 300. Okay, I will get what? I will get remainder is 60. So if I put 0, I should not put 0 here. Once if I can put 0 again. Once I can put 0 here. Again if I want to put 0, then only I should write it here. I will put 0 here. Then this is what? 6 into 100 is 600. Okay, this is what? 0. So when I get the remainder as 0, that kind of decimal, that kind of fraction is called what? Terminating. When I get the remainder as 0, I got it as what? 0.36. This is what? Terminating decimal. This is terminating decimal. Friends. Okay, this is terminating decimal. Why? I got the remainder as 0. This has ended here. When I get the remainder as 0, this is what? Terminating decimal. This is about the first question. Let us look at the second question. Friends. That is given as what? 1 by 11. 1 by 11, how to do? So first I should take 1. I have to divide by 11. So this is what I have. So 11 I have to divide by 1. 1 I have to divide by 11 means here directly 1 is there. I cannot take directly like this. So I have to put point. I will get it as 0. But 10 is even less than 11. Okay, 10 is less than 11. So I should do what? I should put 1 0 here. So this will become what? 0. Now I can divide. 100 I can divide by 11. 10 I cannot divide by 11 directly. So I have to put 0 again. So this will become what? That's why point and again I got 0. So what about 100? I can write it as 9 11s are 99. What I got here, friends? I got 1. I got 1. Okay, I got 1. Now I have what? 1 is the remainder I have. Now I will put 0 again. Again I should not put 0 here, not required. First time I can put 0 directly. But again 10 and 11. So 10 is less than 11. So by the basic definition of division, you know that the dividend should be greater than the divisor. So I should put, to make that happen, what I should put? I should put 0 again. If I am putting it 0 for the second time, I should write it again. First time I can write it as it is. Okay. First time here, first time if I am writing, I can put dot. Okay. Again if I am putting first time, directly I can put. Again if I am putting for the second time, I should put 0. This basic definition of this basic division you already know. Okay. Now again I will write 9s. So 99 I will get. So this will be what? Minus, again I will get 1. So first I started with 1, again I got 199, again I got 1. So if I put the procedure, if I apply the procedure again and again, I will keep getting what? 0.090909 I will keep getting. So here what is the answer I will get? I will get the answer as 0.090909, like this it goes on. So that is nothing but equal to what? 0.09 bar. 0.09 bar. So this is what kind of decimal? This is non-terminating. This is non-terminating and what? Non-terminating, and also you should write this non-terminating and also repeating decimal. Non-terminating and also it is repeating decimal. Non-terminating and also it is repeating decimal. This you have to know. This is non-terminating and also it is repeating decimal, friends. This is non-terminating and also repeating decimal. Okay, this is the answer to this question. Non-terminating and also repeating decimal. Let us look at the third question. Okay, third question is what? 4 times 1 by 8. Okay, let us look at the third question. That is what? They have given what? That is what they have given? 4 times 1 by 8. This is a mixed fraction question. 4 times 1 by 8. So this can be written as what? This can be written as, first you should know how to convert a mixed fraction into normal fraction. So this can be written as what? 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 1 is 33. So 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 1 is, here 1 is there, 32 plus 1 is 33 by 8. Okay. Suppose if it was given 4 times 2 by 8, it would have become what? 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 2 is 34 by 8. If they are given 4 times 3 by 8, then it would have become what? 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 3, 35 by 8. But here it is 1, so it is 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 1, 33 by 8. This is what we have. We have what? 33 by 8. Now I have to divide 33 by 8. I will write 8 here. Okay, I will write 8 here. So this will become 33. Now if I divide, so 8 4s are 32. Okay, what is the remainder? I have 1. So I will put dot, I will get 0. Now I have what? 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. I have what? 2. I will take 0. So this will become what? This will become what? This is what? Not 8 2s. This should be, actually it should be 8 1s are 8. No, I forgot the tables. Okay, so this will become 4 1s are, so sorry, this will become 8 4s are 32. This will be 8 1s are 8. So 2 is there. So this will become 8 2s are 16. So what is left? What is the remainder that is left, friends? So this will become 4 is left. So again if I put 0, this will be what? 8 5s are 40. Okay, I told we got the remainder as 0. Whenever we get the remainder of 0, what kind of decimal it is? It is terminating decimal. When we get the remainder as 0, it is terminating decimal. If you don't get the remainder as 0, this is what? Non-terminating and repeating decimal. So this is what? We got the answer. This one is nothing but equal to 4.125. 4.125. This is what? This is terminating decimal. This is terminating decimal. Okay, you may feel the class is going slow, or some people may find it fast. This is the pace I will maintain so that you will understand very clearly. Okay, let us go slow so that you understand each and every step. Clear? I will not skip any step so that you understand. Let us move to the next question. That is what? Fourth question, 3 by 13. Fourth question is what? This I will do here. Fourth question, they have given 3 by 13. So I have to divide 3 by 13. So 3 is the dividend, divisor is 13. So this is the thing I have to do. So 3 is less than 13. So I have to put dot. Let me take 0. Okay, let me take 0. So 13 2s are 26. Okay, what is the remainder I have? I have 4. Okay, let me take 0. So 13 3s are 39. Okay, 13 3s are 39. What is the remainder I have? I have it is 1. Okay, I have to take 0, but 10 is less than 13. Again I have to take 0. Okay, again I have to take 0. So it will become 0 again. I have to write it here. So 13 sevens are 91. You have to see, definitely please learn the tables up to 30. Please learn the tables up to 30 and squares up to 30. Squares means 22 square, 23 square, and cubes up to 20. Please remember this. It will be useful for you not just in 9, 10, even in when you go to +1 and +2, that is 11th and 12th standards, friends. Okay. So is what is the remainder I have? I have 7. Okay, I have 7. So if I put 0, again what I can do here, 13 5s are, what is it? 13 3s are 39. So 13 7s are 91. I have remainder as this is 9. This is not 7. Sorry, this should be 9. This should be 9. This I will get it as 9. Okay, I got 9. Let me put 0. Okay, let me put 0. If I put 0, what I will get? 13 6 are, what I will get? 13 6 are 78. 13 6 are, I will get it as 78. Let me write this question. Okay, let it be here. Let me move it. No problem. Let me move this. See here, if I move it, I will get space. So I have 90. This is 13 6 are 78. What is the remainder that I have? I have 12. So 12 is less than 13. Again I have to take 0. 0 I took. So 13 9s are, 13 9s is 117. How I am able to write directly? Because I know the tables very well. So this is 13 9s are, what it is? 117. Okay, minus. Again I got 3. So we started with 3. Again I am getting 3. So that means what? Again it will repeat as it is. Okay, again it will repeat as it is. So if I get 3, I have to put 0. Okay, so if I put 0, what I will get? 13 2s are 26. If I will get 4, if I put 0, again I will get 13 3s are 39. Again if I put, I will get 10. If I put 0, 0 will come here. 13 7s are 91. Same thing will repeat again. Okay, I am not getting the remainder as 0. Okay, I am not getting the remainder as 0. I am getting it as 3. So again it will repeat as it is. We started with 3, again we are getting 3. That means again it will repeat as it is. So what is the answer to this question? So if it is 3 by 13, the answer is 0.230769. Okay, it will go on repeating. So I should put bar here, 0.23769. Okay, let me write one more step for you to understand. This will go on repeating like this. Again 230769. Again 230769. Okay, it will go on like this. So instead of this, what I can write? 3 by 13 is equal to 0.230769 bar. Okay, this entire thing over bar. Okay, because it will bar over repeat hoga. That is, it will keep repeating again and again. So I put bar. That's it. Clear? So this is what? It is what? It is non-terminating and it is also repeating. So it is non-terminating and repeating. It is non-terminating and also repeating. It is non-terminating and repeating. Clear? It is non-terminating and repeating. So let us move to the next question. Before that, let us see the question. What is the question they were given? 2 by 11. They were given 2 by 11, friends. So let us see how to solve this. They were given 2 by 11. So see here. What is that they were given? Fifth question. It is 2 by 11. So how to solve this? 2 by 11 is given. So how to solve this question? Let us have a look at this. They are given 2 by 11. So here I have to write what? 11 I should write here. This is the divisor. 2 should be here. So 2 will be here. So 2 is less than 11. Definitely I have to take 0. So I will put point. I will take 0. So 11 ones are 11. Okay. Now what is the remainder? 20 minus 11. I will get it as 9. Okay. I will get it as 9. But 9 is less than 11. I have to take 0. So 11 8s are 88. I will get 2. Okay. I will get 2. If I take 0, what will happen? Again I am getting 2. So again it will keep on repeating. But let me see. Let me see what will happen. If I take 0, so this will be what? 11 ones are 11. I will get remainder as 9. Okay. Again if I take 0, 11 8s are 88. Okay. Again I am getting 2. Okay. So it goes on repeating like this. So this I can write it as what? 2 by 11 is nothing but equal to 0.181818. It goes on repeating. So this is nothing but equal to 0.18 bar. Bar should be over 18. Okay, bar should be over 18, completely over 18. So this is what? This is non-terminating, and also what? And also repeating. Non-terminating and also repeating. Got it? This is non-terminating and also repeating. This function is what? Non-terminating and also repeating. This fraction or decimal. Non-terminating and also repeating decimal, you have to write it. That's all is the answer to this question. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, please watch it very carefully and also please focus. Then you will be able to understand, friends. Please try this question by yourself again after the class. Then it will be very much thorough to you. Before the next class, you will be very much thorough. So, fourth question is 329 by 400. They have given what? Fourth question, it is 329 by 400. Not fourth question, that is sixth question. Okay, sixth question is 329 by 400. 329 by 400 is the question. Okay, I hope you are focusing. Okay, 400, 329 is given. See, now 6 o'clock I have started the class. Around 6:30, 6:45. Before that only we will end the class. That is hardly it will be 30 to 35 minutes. Sometimes 40 to 45 minutes also we may take. After that, take rest of 15 minutes or whatever. Please revise the same class again. Okay, then it will be easy for you because you just watch the class. You will be able to connect to the things, concepts very well. Then read other subjects. Okay, now look at this. They were given 400 is the divisor, 329 is the dividend. 329 is definitely less than 400, so I have to put dot. I will take it as 0. Okay, 400 is there, so what I can do? I can write it as 8. So 0 0 is there. 4 8s are 32. Okay, what I will get? 90. 90 is there. 90 is definitely less than 400. I will take 0. So 2 times 0 0 is 800. So I will get 100. I will get 100. Now I have 100, but it is 400. So 400 is greater than 100, so I should take 0. So this will be equal to what? This will be equal to 2 times if I take, it will become equal to 800. Now I will have what? I will have equal to, let me move it again. Okay, please while solving this question, please use a single page. That is a fresh page. Don't start it in half of the page or something, because you will be stuck like this. So 2 again I will have 0.822 is there. 2 2s are 800. So what is the remainder I have? The remainder that I will have is the remainder that I will have is equal to 200. Okay, again I will take 0. So we know that 5 4s are 20. Similarly, 5 times into 400 is 0 0 will be there. For 5 4s are 20. So I will get it as what? Remainder will be 0. So I told you when we get the remainder 0, what is the decimal? It is a terminating decimal. So this is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to 0.8225. This is what? This is what kind of decimal? This is a terminating decimal. This is a terminating decimal. Okay, clear? This is a terminating decimal. Okay, that's it. Okay, I will wind up the class now. Okay, this is a terminating decimal. So what did we learn in this class? We started with the properties of rational numbers. They are terminating and non-terminating decimal. But before that, I also told you what? How to represent root 5 on the number line. But for that, I told you how to represent root 3 also. Root 2, we started in the previous class. I represented it again. Using that, how to represent root 3. Then using that, how to represent root 4. Then using that, how to represent root 5. Now, I also told you we can represent root 5 directly without using root 2. So directly also I showed. Then we learned how to represent root 4 directly. Then I told you root 3 cannot be represented directly. For that, first you should represent what? Root 2. Then using that you should represent root 3. Then I told you how to find out whether it is terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal, how to use the division method and find out whether it is terminating, non-terminating and repeating. All these things we learned in this class. That is in 1.3 exercise we solved this question. So when it comes to 1.3, it is still not done. Okay, then they will give 0.6 bar something like that. Okay, where it is non-terminating and repeating decimal, they will give how to represent it. That is also one thing. That is also a rational number. Then how to represent that in the form of p by q, they will ask. Okay, that is next type of question which we will be learning in the next class. So please stay tuned to NEET World. Please share it with your friends. Okay, if you like this session, do like it. Okay, please be regular to the class, and thank you for watching. Please take care. Happy studying. Please keep revising well. Take care. See you in the next class, that is in tomorrow's session, that is at 6 p.m. Take care, friends.